Do you know when you love someone, when deep down in your soul you can't love no one? When you done so much, you can't trust no one. I feel I'm walking.
I'm back with another video again. This video is hard to talk about, I guess. Not really. It was just, when it happened, it was really scary. I'm finally making a YouTube video about this. A lot of people have told me to. So yeah, let me just jump right into it. Okay, so about 4 or 5 days ago, I went to Kroger. I was all by myself, and I was there for about 30 minutes tops by myself, and I was shopping for my grandma, getting groceries for my grandma, and then a man approached me. He had a bald spot right here. He had like thin gray hair all down here. So basically my hair, except this whole spot, was bald, and then the rest of the hair down here. He had on a white t-shirt and those long shorts that boys wear that go to their knees with all those pockets in them. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk because I'm breathing a lot, because I'm kind of scared to make this video, but bear with me. And so yeah, he approached me. I had my earphones in, couldn't hear him, so I took them out. And then he was like, wait, let me start over. He was really fidgety, like he was on crack or something. His eyes were twitching, and then he was just jumpy, like a little kid with ADHD. So yeah, and then he said to me, like, he didn't say exactly in these words, but I'm just saying it basically. Oh, he was like, do you think you could, okay, no. He had 2 bags of rice cakes because he was pretending he was homeless. He was like, came up to me, he was like, can you buy these for me? I'm homeless, I'm hungry, etc., etc. And then I had looked at him, because, okay, where I live, we can't have homeless people, like, in this city. They ship them to the, not ship them, they just, like, make them go. They don't let them be here, if that makes sense. And so, number one, I knew he was lying, because if he's done that before, someone would have already kicked him out by now. So, but I didn't say that, because, I mean, if I would have yelled, he probably would have done something. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I'll buy them for you, but I'm going to be here for a while. And he was like, okay. Oh, he didn't say okay. But he was like, oh, okay. That's no problem. I'll be outside waiting with my dog. So, the store, Kroger, I was at, my mother works there. So, people in there know me. So, like, if something were to happen to me, I'd have people in there that knew me. So, first thing I did was, my mom works in the, well, I'm not going to tell you where my mom works. She works in a department in Kroger, basically. So, I walked over there to see if her friend was there. She wasn't. So then I called my grandma. I explained everything that happened to her, and she was like, don't walk out of the store by yourself. Get a bagger boy to help you out, or go to customer service or something. And she was like, if you need me and are too nervous to leave with one of them, call me and I'll come up there. So I told her I was going to call my mom and tell her what was happening. And then she hung up and I called my mom. Then my mom didn't even let me get finished with the story. She was like, okay, I'm going to call up there, go to the department where I work, and someone will come to you. So then one of her other friends, she's an older lady, she came to me and she was like, did this really happen to you? And I was like, yes. She gave me her number and she was like, don't text me before you, like, don't walk out the store without me. Like, let me know when you're about to walk out the store. So I checked out, and then I waited by the little corn star thing. Then she came up, I called her and I was like, I'm about to walk outside, can you come up here? She came up here. We walked, at the store, there's like the sliding doors, automatic doors. So we walked out right in front of them. We looked for him. We looked that way and then we looked that way. He was sitting right there on the bench. He had no dog. No dog. He told me he'd be out there with a dog. There was no dog. So that was a lie. I was like, you lied. And then, but she was still with me. The lady was still with me. I'm not going to say her name. She was still with me this whole process, like what was going on, after I had called everybody and he approached me. So yeah, so we saw him. I gave him the rice cakes, and then he got really frustrated as like he wanted me to be alone. Like he didn't want me to tell anybody or get anyone to walk out with me. But then he kind of changed his attitude. He looked at both of us. He didn't even know her. Well, he didn't know me either, but he had approached me. And he looked at both of us and he was like, I appreciate both of y'all, and if y'all never see me again, y'all will see me in heaven. So then in my mind, I was like, this man's gonna run into the parking lot and kill himself or something. But he did run into the parking lot, but wasn't to kill himself, I think. He started screaming, and then he started running and hopping into the parking lot, and then I didn't see him anymore. But like, just in case he was following me or whatever, she walked me to my car, and she helped me put the groceries in my car, and she watched when I drove away. But back to like that part. Yeah, she walked me to my car. He was in the parking lot screaming, then we didn't see him anymore. But she saw him get in the car, and I'm just like, if you're homeless, how do you have money to put gas in a car unless, I mean, someone gave it to you? But like, how do you have money to pay for a car? Like, I don't know, it's just little stuff that doesn't make sense. And then she okay, so but I didn't see him get in the car because I couldn't see him in the parking lot, but she saw him get in the car, but she didn't say it at that moment. We got to my car, and I was like, do you still see him? And she was like, yeah, it's kind of weird because he got into that car. It was a gray van. I never saw the license plate. I don't know if she did. If she did, she hadn't mentioned it. My bad. But she didn't mention it. She helped me put the groceries in my car. At this time, everything was just calm. She helped me put the groceries in my car. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna head home. And she watched me drive out the parking lot. Then I never saved her number in my phone when she gave it to me. So when I was out the parking lot, she called me, but I thought it was a random number because I am dumb and didn't recognize it. Then so she called my mom, and then my mom called me. And then my mom texted me, she was like, Ricky, they're following you. And so I was like, what? And then she was like, they're following you. Get home. Don't stop anywhere. And get Grammy. That's what I call my grandma. I'll get Grammy to stay on the phone with you the whole time you're going home. And get her to meet you in the driveway. So they followed me halfway to my house. And then, like, if you've come to my house, you know there's, like, an four-way. And you can go this way, you can go that way, like, you can get in the turning lane and go that way. Either way, you can still get to my house. I went that way, they went that way, and that was the last I saw of them. So they tried to follow me to my house. And let me think. Okay, the next... Oh, yeah, but I forgot to say something. There was a woman in the car with him. So, therefore, they were trying to sex traffic me, which you don't hear about a lot where I live, because I don't live in, like, one of those big places where, like, stuff happens like that. But, yeah, because there was a woman in the car with him, and they tried to follow me to my house, all that good stuff. But, to add on to the story, I know it doesn't sound that scary, but, like, when you're in the predicament, it's way worse. But, yeah, next day, not next day, 2 days later, the same man approached my friend. But it was in a different store, right, close by. And he said the same things that he said to me to her, but she called the police. And they took him, I guess, but the woman got away in the van. And so then I've been getting texts from other girls that went to my school and live around here saying they've had men, sorry, I thought my cat was doing something, had men approaching them as well, but they were not all like the same man that approached me. So long story short, all the little females out here, if you go to the store a lot by yourself, consider going with a buddy next time, because it is not safe. No matter where you live, I discovered that now, because you really don't hear about that a lot down here. And yeah, so please stay safe. Use the buddy system. If a stranger tells you to do this, don't. My phone is falling. if a stranger asks you to come this place, don't go without someone, or don't go at all. Smarter things not to go at all. And just think before you do. Stay safe. Carry a taser, carry pepper spray, whatever you gotta do. But that's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, so that's the end of this video now. So peace out. Period. Another video coming soon. Bye.
How do you know when you love someone? When deep down in your soul you can't love no one. When you done so much you can't trust no one. I feel I'm walking